Hello everyone, how to solve this problem for the values of t if we have 64 square root plus t is equals to 6t, and we solve this problem for all the values of t. So here first we need to find all the roots of this equation, and at the last we will be verify that which of the roots are solution or which of the roots are extraneous root. Further, we solve this problem for two methods. I hope so you like both of these two methods, but if you have any other method in your mind, so please don't hesitate to write this method into the comment section. And now we move towards our first method, and the reason to solving this problem for first method is that if in your exam the question statement is that you need to find the root of this equation or you need to find the values of t. So in that case you need to do our first method. And if your question statement is that you just determine the solution of this problem, or in other words you just check that is this equation has solution or not, so then you need to do the second method directly. But both of these two methods are valid to solve this problem. And now we move towards the solution of this problem, and here the very first thing we are going to do is, first you see here this is 64 square root, and we know about that square root of 64 becomes 8 plus t is equals to t. And now for the values of t we need to take squaring on both of the sides, so that when we take squaring on both of the sides it will be written as 8 plus t whole square is equals to t square. And now here further in the next step we use the nice algebraic formula. You know about that. If we have a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus 2 times of ab plus b square. And now here further in the next step we need more simplifications, and after applying this formula it will be written as you have 8 square plus 2 times of ab, and here our a is 8 plus b is t plus b square, so b is t square, and this is equals to t square. And further in the next step we need more simplifications, and it will be written as in this form, so that we have 8 square becomes 64 plus 2 times 8 becomes 16 times of t plus this is t square, and here we have again t square into the right hand side, and we move this t square from right hand side to the left hand side, and it will becomes minus t square, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And further in the next step we have this is 64 plus 16 times of t. This is negative term and this is positive term are cancelled out by each other, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And now here in the next step, because here our target is to find the values of t, so that's why we move the 64 to the right hand side, and it will be written as 16 times of t is equals to this is positive 64 becomes negative 64. And now here for the values of t we need to divide both of the sides by 16 because of removing this 16 from left hand side, so that we divide both of the sides by 16, and it will be written as 16 times of t is divided by 16 is equals to minus 64 is also divided by 16, and you see here this 16 is cancelled out by this 16, and we get here the remaining values are t is equals to this is 16 ones are 16, and 16 times 4 becomes 64, and we obtain here the value of t is equals to minus 4. So here in this first method we get only one value of t, and that is equals to minus 4. And here further in the next step we need to verify that if this value of t is satisfied over the given question statement, or is this value of t be the extraneous root. So for verification of this value we need to copy down given question statement. Here it is square root of 64 plus t is equals to t, and here we need to substitute this value of t on both of the sides, and we check its behavior, and it will be written as we know about that square root of 64 is equals to 8, and the value of t is minus 4 is equals to minus 4. And in the next step we have 8 minus 4 equals to 4 equals minus 4, and you see here 4 is not equals to minus 4 in general, or we say that this is not possible that 4 is equals to minus 4. So this is not possible case, and we just rejected this case, or in other words we say that the value of t is equals to minus 4 is not satisfied, and we call that this value of t be the extraneous root. So we write it here, t equals to minus 4 be the extraneous root of the given equation. Okay, because it does not satisfy our given question statement. And you see here clearly we cannot get any value of t which is satisfied our given question statement. So we call that this question has no solution in general. Okay, so this is the first method, and now here we again solve this problem for second method. And in second method we need to copy down given question statement here, and the given question statement is square root of 64 plus t is equals to t. This is our given question statement, and here you know about that square root of 64 becomes 8, and we move this t to the right hand side and it will becomes t minus t, and this implies that t minus t becomes 0, and we get here 8 equals to 0. And you know that 8 is not equals to 0 in general, or we say that it is not possible. It is not possible that 8 is equals to 0. So here we finally conclude about the solutions out of this problem is that this question has no solution in general. So this is our final answer of this question, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.